Hi guys, Liam here and I'm the Games Tasker. This is my top 10 Nintendo games. If you do enjoy the list, hit that subscribe button. The cheeky dog, the quacking ducks, it's Duck Hunt coming in at number 10. Duck Hunt is a 1984 light gun shooter video game developed and published by Nintendo. The aim of the game is simple. You use your NES zapper, shoot the TV, you get 3 attempts per round to shoot the ducks and the clay pigeons. Every time a duck hits the floor, your dog picks up the duck and you continue to keep shooting. For me, Duck Hunt was fantastic as a kid, but the older I got, the more I realised that sometimes that the gun could be shooting out of target. This was a fun game to play when you were a kid and fun game to play when you're an adult, and it makes a very good drinking game. Even though there's not much music, the gameplay and sound make up for it. Duck Hunt is our number 10. Flying in on the aeroplane and balancing on his walking stick. That's right, it's DuckTales coming in at number 9. DuckTales is a platform game developed and published by Capcom, and it is based on the Disney animated TV series DuckTales. Players control Scrooge McDuck as he travels around the world and outer space in search of 5 treasures to further increase his fortune. Scrooge is able to attack enemies and get around using his cane. On the ground, Scrooge can swing his cane to attack enemies and to break open or throw certain objects. While jumping, Scrooge can bounce on his cane like using a pogo stick. Along the way, Scrooge can find various diamonds hidden inside treasure chests or appearing in certain areas to increase his fortune and ice cream that can restore his health. DuckTales is a really hard game, however the graphics, the sound and gameplay are absolutely amazing. DuckTales comes in at number 9. Zapping himself into the number 8 spot is Mega Man 3. Mega Man 3 is a 1990 action platform game developed and published by Capcom. It is the 3rd game of the original Mega Man series. The Mega Man 3 plot is absolutely fantastic. It takes place during an unspecified year during the 21st century. 2 to 3 months after Mega Man 2, the mad scientist Dr. Wily, having twice had plans for world domination, claims to have reformed and begins work with Dr. Light on a project to build a peacekeeping robot named Gamma. The bosses in Mega Man 3 are brilliant. There's Top Man, Shadow Man, Spark Man, Magnet Man, Hard Man, Snake Man, Gemini Man, and Needle Man. As Mega Man, you need to complete all the bosses by taking their power crystals so you can fight Dr. Riley. Mega Man 3 blasts his way through the wall at number 8. And she's back in another list. It's Metroid coming in at number 7. Metroid is an action-adventure game developed and published by Nintendo. Set on the planet of Zebes, the story follows Samus Aran as she attempts to retrieve the parasitic Metroid organisms that were stolen by the space pirates, who plan to replicate the Metroids by exposing them to beta rays and then use them as biological weapons to destroy Samus and all who oppose them. Metroid's music and graphics are absolutely amazing for the Nintendo, and it will keep you entertained for hours and hours. Metroid got some fantastic reviews, making it one of the best games released on the Nintendo. Metroid comes in at our number 7. Here he is, it's Little Mac punching his way in at number 6. Punch Out is a 1987 boxing game developed and published by Nintendo. Punch Out features Little Mac, a young boxer fighting his way up through the ranks of the World Video Boxing Association. After facing a series of colourful fictional opponents in 3 circuits and winning a championship in each, Little Mac enters a final dream fight against a high school boxer. Little Mac has a limited repertoire compared to most of his opponents. His punches are limited to left and right jabs, left and right body blows, and a powerful uppercut. When I still get a spare half an hour, I'll sit down and put Punch-Out on, as it's still one of the greatest games to me ever made. Punch-Out boxes its way in at number 6. Whipping his whip, it's Mr. Belmont coming in with Castlevania at number 5. Castlevania was created in 1986 and is an action platform game developed by Konami. Players control Simon Belmont, descendant of a legendary vampire hunter who enters the castle of Count Dracula to destroy him when he suddenly reappears 100 years later after Simon's ancestor vanquished him. Castlevania's graphics, gameplay and sound are top notch. Castlevania is extremely difficult with no continues. This game has been classed as one of the hardest games on the Nintendo. Also, the last boss in this game, Count Dracula, is voted one of the hardest bosses in gaming history. Castlevania is the Dark Souls of the Nintendo, but one of the best games for it as well. Castlevania comes in at our number 5. Sneaking and slashing his way into number 4 is Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden is an action platform video game developed by Tecmo. Set in a retro-futuristic version of 1988, the story follows a ninja named Ryu Hayabusa. Ryu learns that a person named the Yakao plans to take control of the world by unleashing an ancient demon through the power contained in 2 statues. Ryu must stop the bad guys and avenge his father. One of the best stories on the Nintendo, Ninja Gaiden has some amazing cutscenes, music and graphics, making it feel like you're playing in a movie. Ninja Gaiden is one of the most streamed retro games across all platforms. This is due to its difficulty, but amazing gameplay and graphics. Ninja Gaiden comes in at our number 4. And obviously this wouldn't be a top 10 Nintendo list without this game. Here comes Super Mario Bros. Coming in at number 3. Super Mario Bros. Is a platform game developed and published by Nintendo in 1985. Storyline and gameplay is extremely simple. Players control Mario or his brother Luigi in multiplayer mode to explore the Mushroom Kingdom to rescue Princess Toadstool from King Koopa. As the brothers go through the stages, they can collect power-ups such as the Super Mushroom, Fire Flower and Starman. Super Mario Bros. Is classed as one of the greatest games of all time, paving the way for all platform games. Still to this day I play Mario Brothers, and still to this day it is one of the greatest games I've ever played. The first level of Super Mario Brothers is one of the most iconic songs in gaming history. Super Mario deserves to be in our top 10 and comes in at number 3. Slashing and smashing his way into number 2, that's right, it's The Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda is an action-adventure RPG developed and published by Nintendo. The Legend of Zelda has the best storyline in any game on the Nintendo. The small kingdom of Hyrule is engulfed by chaos when an army led by Ganon, the Prince of Darkness, invades and steals the Triforce of Power, one part of a magical artifact which alone bestows great strength. In an attempt to prevent him from acquiring the Triforce of Wisdom, Princess Zelda splits it into 8 fragments and hides them in secret underground dungeons. The Legend of Zelda has some of the best sound, graphics and storyline out of any game I have ever played. The Legend of Zelda comes in at number 2. Flying in with his raccoon tail, that's right, it's Mario coming in at number 1 with Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario Bros. 3 is a 1988 platform game developed and published by Nintendo. Players control brothers Mario or Luigi, who must save Princess Toadstool and the rulers of 7 different kingdoms from the antagonist Bowser. As in previous Mario games, they defeat enemies by stomping on them or using items that bestow magical powers. They also have new abilities including flight and sliding down slopes. Super Mario Bros. 3 introduced many elements that became Super Mario staples, such as Bowser's children, the Koopalings, and a world map to transition between levels. Super Mario Bros. 3 was voted one of the greatest games in history and also the greatest game on the Nintendo. Super Mario Bros. 3 is played just as much as it was in the 80s as it is today. And there you have it, flying in again with his raccoon tail and stomping on Goombas. Super Mario Bros. 3 is our number 1 for the Nintendo. Thank you so much for watching my top 10 Nintendo games. I hope you like the list. If you feel like we've missed a game off, comment below. Hit that subscribe button and we'll see you in the next video.
I love that sound.